These folks in the Circle City, they love their Colts, and they have packed the house tonight as we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Denver Broncos and the Indianapolis Colts. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wild card game. Taken about 7 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
But it's incomplete. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. Just shy of midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the first down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum, you know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. A good first down call as the screen play gets them 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
And I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Gun now on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. K.J. Hamler, 42 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Colts 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 75 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Shotgun, they run with Mixon. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Joe Mixon. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end fan. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Denver.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
The pass.
That catch good for only a couple.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. On the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Seven, our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This is caught for a Bronco touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket, wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Broncos 14, Colts 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and it will come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
5-yard line.
Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? How do they read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Taylor. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Here's Taylor. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor
with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And here's a quick throw to Handler on the edge. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Broncos on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8.
Yeah, baby.
It's Judy complete. And he followed it. It's on the ground. And the Colts pick it up. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play that time for the Colts. 44 yards. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Second and goal from the 1. Takes it in for a Colts score. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Throw out left. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. For Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. He'll fire one downfield for Fant, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. He'll go up top here for Hamler. This is caught at the 20. And down to the 20. A big play there for the Broncos on 3rd. And even 40 yards.
First down, Broncos.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Inside the 10 to the 7. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Second and goal from inside the 5. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, as the first half is winding down, and the Broncos draw a bit closer. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. The extra point splits the uprights, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he takes it all the way down to 3. So we're in halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
7 yards there on the first down screen play.
3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. At the 44. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He'll fire one downfield for Fant. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Again, it's Taylor. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Back to throw now on first down. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Oh, that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 27-yard line.
Play action. They'll throw. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 yards there. 1st down. Zone now. They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change? He's got daylight. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
The kicker on for the...
Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 43. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down the 47-yard line.
There's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here. On
1st down, Taylor. And he's
He's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. He was tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. It's tied in on the corner. It's complete. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. They'll run with Taylor. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Complete.
So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
It's 4th down.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that'll push the lead up to 17. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ben Banagoo. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
It's 2nd down.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And the Broncos' first down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 49. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now a play fake here on first down. And for the 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. That return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down, Broncos.
Now here's a throw that's complete.
The pass.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
And 4. At the 49-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really, you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense call, it will make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
At the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
They run the option on 2nd down.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. Give him a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it still brings up 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Down the middle, and it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He was 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit. Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
The Colts on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. This one in for a Colts touchdown. From 10 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. But look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll look to throw now on first down. Being chased out left. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. And that'll bring up second down.
At the 21-yard line.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 24. And this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, In high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll buy some time right. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 3 yards on first, 4 on second, and now 5 on 3rd down. Move the sticks. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Tonight,
their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to